All right, guys. Sorry about tonight with practice. That's my fault for trying to run a practice during a holiday. But I think this will help us at least get on the same page mentally, and we'll talk more about the game. We got a good opportunity this week. We have Iroquois tomorrow. They lost a lot of seniors after last year, like AJ said, and they've had some tough times this season so far. So if we can come at them hard and fast, we have a very good shot. Friday we got East Aurora. We know it's going to be tough, so we're just going to have to take one game at a time and make the most out of this week, and I think we can. So let's get right into it real quick. Quickly, just go over some positive things from yesterday or from Friday. Positives. We're finding our ability to finish. I know last year we struggled on that in some points, but we are having no issues with finishing today. We're up we're among the league leaders in goals for. We're doing a nice job scoring goals. Very nice goal from the corner. I know I got pissed in the first one where we didn't have all the runs, but you can see from that second one, we had people in the right position. Raiden made a good call to crowd that goalie who wasn't very strong in the air, and we got the most out of it. Great delivery from Mitch. The ball movement and the off the ball movement has definitely been improved, and you can see the space opening up. There was one particular play when Jay made a run forward around the 18, and that opened up space for a square ball to Ralph, and Ralph hit it, and he didn't score, but Jay opened up space for Ralph, and that's what we need to think about. Making runs is not just always about making space for ourselves; it's going to be making space for other people. On the flip side, the one thing that we could have done a better job was making use of the space wide. We're going to have space wide. Just for having the six guys through the middle in our system, we're going to have space wide. We should be doing a better job expanding and getting to the touchline quickly to be able to open up that space for the other people coming in, for fullbacks to make overlapping runs or underlapping runs. So we need to do a better job is when the ball's on your side, especially the outside midfielders, when you see that ball heading towards you, your first instinct should be getting wide. One mental thing that was a little bit frustrating. Just play. I know infighting. I know that things didn't go exactly right. Towards the middle of the second half, but we got to think about what happened. We're up 4-0. We probably set back a little bit. Their first goal was the only goal that I think that we could have prevented, well, easily prevented. We gave them too much space in the box. All right, well, we got to close down quicker. The closer they get to our goal, the less space we have to give them, and that was part of what I was saying with getting on that 19's back hip. Is he was their main target man up top, very similar to Raiden, just had a little bit more size on him, but they get the ball to his feet. If he has time to turn, we'll be in trouble. So get on his back hip and don't let him turn and don't give him the space. Obviously, if he's running at you, you're going to do what is safe to contain. But when he doesn't have the ball and we're marking, we're going to need to get back on his hip quickly. And that's going to be really important tomorrow against Iroquois because with their system that they probably will be playing, which we'll go over in a second. Their second goal, I mean, John, that was tough because obviously the smart play is to play for that cross. You know that he was going to be able to get into the box. And, I don't know what happened. I would assume that you just took your eye off the ball for a second to watch the runners coming in, and all of a sudden it was on top of you on the other side. That was a ridiculous shot. Very tough to stop. That third goal, you made a great save, and we just have to crash the net and clear it for him. But it was just unlucky. But the nice thing is you guys finished the game, and that was important. We've had two very, very tough league games. You guys have been able to finish both of them, and more important than any of the things we need to work on, that stuff you can't teach. You guys have the drive to be able to finish these games and understand the situation you're in, and you're finishing them out. So that's really, really important. Real quick, I got something else to show you. Now, we haven't played Iroquois in a little bit. No, that my first year we played Iroquois. Let's just imagine in this little diagram that, I wonder if I could change the colors. No, I can't. Blue will be Iroquois, red will be us. Now, when we played them 2 years ago, they played a 3-4-3, and Raiden will remember them in Williamsville South. We struggled against this formation. The problem is, if remember, we're red, is that they have these three strikers, and they're set up in between our fullbacks and our center backs, in between the two center backs, and in between this other fullback. Um, it's a very progressive system, but it does leave them weak in the back because we have this advantage with our strikers. So what I want to try to do, I'm going to assume that they're playing this formation. If they're not playing this formation, we're just going regular, right? But if they are playing a 3-4-3, I want us to man mark, especially in the midfield. The nice thing is it sets up perfectly for us. Our midfielders are perfectly set up to man mark in here, and what we should be doing here is just pinching these guys in a little bit to mark here. And the tough part is the striker. And I've said this the other day. It's going to be tough, Alex and Colin and Ralph and Pat. It's going to be tough, but you guys have to communicate and pass. If the ball is over on this side, they have the ball, and this guy's coming over, you have to mark with him, and that's going to leave us one guy free, maybe behind, is almost a sweeper. Now let's say the ball switches back through here, and he makes this run over. You guys have to switch. You have to call off, or you have to call the ball on and drop, right? So hopefully you guys saw that. Obviously, if the striker's on this side, the guy who's going to be on the right side of the center back pair is going to be taking. But if the ball starts switching over and he makes these runs, you guys have to talk and make sure that you pass him off. We should have someone free all the time up here in the center back position to almost play like a sweeper to cover. When we are in possession, we want to counter quickly. And the nice thing about this, with the way that we're going to play it, if we win the ball, we're going to have our two strikers who have had a very good start to the season in those positions to try to drag them out. You might be able to say this is Raiden, and he's playing back to goal. He might be able to make space for AJ to run forward, or even say he's tight here, we might be able to play that ball into him and then look at all the space for Mitch. Make that run at goal. All right. This is pretty much all I got. I really, really like this website that I just found. In fact, I'm going to bookmark it, and we might be doing these videos more often. We might be actually game planning a little bit, and I'll be able to make videos, and then I'll post them on YouTube and then send you guys the link. So let me know how you guys think about this. We'll talk more about everything else that went on. The alumni game could have gone better, but we made a little bit of money. I definitely am donating a lot of money for this season, which is not ideal, but I'll make it work. I'm fairly decent at budgeting, but that's my problem. We'll have to do some cleanup for running the alumni game in the future, but I don't want you guys to get too stressed out about that right now. So like I said, 3:15 tomorrow, green. Remember, if you had the white socks from the other game, I do need those back. So if you can wash those socks and bring them with you, there should be 7 pairs floating around. I will find out tomorrow about when our normal white socks are in. I'm also going to give the guy from BSN a call and find out when our jacket's going to be in. I have a lot of shirts left over. Now, what I'm doing is the shirts that we used, I'm not going to get reimbursed back because we didn't do too great with ticket sales. I'm just going to take the hit on that $100 for the shirts that we used. But I have like 19, 20 shirts left. So if you guys want a shirt, they're $10. I have various sizes. There's like 1 or 2 smalls, medium, larges, extra larges. They're white or green. They're a dry fit shirt. They're fairly nice. I will not have them with me tomorrow, but we'll talk about it Wednesday and Thursday at practice. If anybody wants a shirt, that would be cool. Something additional from what you guys are going to be getting, which we need to discuss tomorrow as well. And kind of helps me get my money back. So, all right, guys, like I said, good job Friday. Good start to the season. We're first place in the league and in our class right now, so we'll just keep it up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.